Hey y'all, welcome to my channel or welcome back if you're returning. So today my voice may be I may sound a little out of breath. I am dealing with a bout of low iron again, and some of my angles may not be the best. So I hope that y'all can forgive me. But today we are part of the Love is in the Air challenge that I am so excited to be hosting with some of my great friends. And we have a spotlight crafter this month. It's just going to be so fun. We're going to talk about that in just a little while. But for now, right into it. DIY number one. So I went to the Dollar Tree and found these little wooden hearts. And I decided I'm going to make some risers out of these. So the first thing I did, of course, is peel off all the backing stickers and all of that. Now we're going to use some sandpaper just to make sure that none of that glue residue is still on there because we're going to be painting these. So for the first one, I'm going to paint it completely white. Front, sides, everything. The second one, we are just going to paint around the perimeter of it in the white color. Then we're going to take 6 of these blocks from the Dollar Tree and go ahead and paint those up white also. While those dry, we'll move on to the other 2 hearts. We're going to paint black around the perimeter of one of the hearts, and just like with the other set, paint 1 full heart black. Next, we're going to paint 6 more of the blocks from the Dollar Tree. Now we're going to take some Mod Podge, which of course I used way too much. Y'all know how I am with Mod Podge. You'll see me doing this a lot in this video. And we're going to take some leftover wrapping paper from Christmas that I got, I want to say from Ollie's. Maybe not, maybe TJ Maxx, I'm really not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge the 2 hearts that are only painted on the sides in this black and white buffalo check wrapping paper. Then we're going to cut around it just to get some of that excess off. Next, we're going to go ahead and start removing this wrapping paper. I tried to pull it and it didn't work, so I went ahead and cut around it as close as I could get on both of the hearts. And then we're going to use our sandpaper just to clean it up a little bit. Then we take our sandpaper, and on the solid hearts, the black and the white one, we're going to distress those just a little bit. Now let's put the feet on. The black blocks go to the white hearts. The white blocks go to the black hearts. No other way to explain that, y'all. But this is how they turned out. I think they're super cute. You can use them as risers or just prop them up somewhere and use them as decor. I absolutely love how these turned out. So again, today I am part of the Love is in the Air challenge, joining with some of my amazing friends. Stephanie from Mama Can Make It, Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and Tammy from the Rusted Willow. We also have a spotlight crafter this month, which is Southern G-More Gals. And there is a slew of other amazing crafters that are in our playlist. Please be sure to check out all of these ladies and our playlist for some amazing Valentine inspiration. I know y'all are going to love this. Okay, we're getting right back into it. DIY number 2. So for this project, we are going to use 4 of these just wooden slats, I guess, from the Dollar Tree. I think I show the tag. Wood hanging decor is what they're called. I used 4 of those. We're going to cut them down a little bit, but I did need 4. And I'm going to use 2 of these signs that say love and 2 that have the XOXO on the tag. It just says decor. We're going to be using 4 of these total, 2 love, 2 XOXOs. And what we're going to do is take off the metal part, the metal part of the word. And I just take my glue gun, or not my glue gun, y'all, it's been a day. I take my heat gun and loosen up that glue a little bit, use some of my Cricut tools, and just pry those right off there. Some of them are really easy, some of them take a little longer, but all 4 of them took me less than 5 minutes. So it wasn't near as bad as I thought it would be. And we're going to put those to the side to use in a later project. Now we're just going to take some sandpaper and again get some of that glue residue off because we are going to paint these. Next, I'm going to hold up one of the signs to the wood slat. I'm going to mark where I need to cut it at, and I am going to get out my little mini table saw, which I love. I got mine at Harbor Freight, but I know they sell them on Amazon. I will try to remember to leave a link in the description box. Y'all, for crafting, this thing is amazing. So I cut off my first slat, and then I use it to measure my other 3. and I get all 3 of my other slats cut off. This thing is so easy to use. It is a little loud, but you know, that's fine with me. And it does leave a dusty mess, but just clean it right up. After we get all of those cut, we are going to take some Crimson chalk paint by Waverly, and we are going to paint each and every one of the O's on all of these decor pieces. So 2 O's on the XOXO and 1 O on the love of each of these. So we're going to be doing this a total of, I don't know how many times. It's too early for me to do math, y'all. So after we get the XOXO, we do the same exact thing with the love, and we do it on all of the O's again on all of these decor pieces. After that, we go ahead and paint all of the other letters white. This took about 2 coats of the white, 1 coat of the crimson, and I just got in there as best as I could. And here we are, still painting letters. After we get those finished, we're going to put them to the side to dry, and we're going to take some more Mod Podge. Again, way too much. You're going to see that a lot in this video. And we are going to use that same buffalo check wrapping paper, and we are going to put it on the front sides of all of these little wood slats. I do it to all 4 of them. Then I take my Mod Podge scraper and brayer, and I get those as neat as possible without too many bubbles or wrinkles. Again, do this to all 4 pieces, then cut around the perimeter of these just to get some of that excess wrapping paper off. Next, let's see what we do. Oh, we're going to go ahead and Mod Podge the top also, or the front also, of all 4 of these. After that, we use our sanding block to go ahead and get the rest of the excess paper off. Y'all, my angles are going to change. Again, I'm at home. I apologize, but I'm trying to find that sweet spot of where my angles need to be. Next, I'm going to take some of this permanent adhesive from the Dollar Tree and some hot glue, run it along the side of one of the words, and glue my slat on there. I'm doing the same exact thing on the other side. It's so much easier for y'all to watch than for me to try to explain it. After that, we are going to go ahead and do the same exact thing. I do a love and an XO on each of these. I just think it turned out really cute. I love how it turned out. But you can use love on one and XO on the other, however you all want to do it. And then we're just going to glue that to that slat. And we've made a little vase, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just going to show you again right here exactly how I'm doing that. Adhesive, hot glue, gluing them together. And I actually use one as a vase and the other one as another little riser in my reveal, which you all will see in just a minute. I just think these turned out so stinking cute. I wish I would have painted the backs of all the words now, but I was not about to take them all apart to redo them again. So, you know, whatever you want to do is great. It's your craft. Make it your own. That's the fun part about crafting. And here's the final reveal. Y'all let me know what you think of this one. Okay, y'all, DIY number 3. This is one of my favorites. I took one of the little envelopes that you can get from the Dollar Tree right now in their Valentine's decor. I loved the red and white check, but I'm trying to make everything in this cohesive, so I'm going to go again with that black and white check. And the first thing we're going to do is take that front part, the pocket part off, just pry it off. And then we're going to use some Mod Podge and some more of that, you guessed it, buffalo plaid wrapping paper. I still have more than half a roll of that. So y'all may be seeing that in a lot of upcoming videos. We're just going to put a little too much Mod Podge. I have to wipe it off again as usual. You'd think I'd learn, but I don't. And then we're going to Mod Podge our wrapping paper right on there, using the scraper and the brayer again, trying to get as little bubbles and creases as possible. Cut around the perimeter. I did try to go ahead and tape up those white lines because I want those white lines to stay. But after this first time, I just say forget it, and I just get as close to it as I possibly can without making a mess. And it's not perfect, but it's okay. You can see here, sorry about the angle, y'all. And when I craft, I put no makeup on. I don't fix my hair. I wear my pajamas most of the time. So I apologize for this. I'm trying to get these angles right. But anyway, I go through and paint that entire piece with 2 coats of black Waverly chalk paint. Now we've got everything ready, so we are going to glue that folder, whatever that's called, right back onto our envelope, or to the backing. And I just used hot glue. I think that turned out so stinking cute. The red was adorable, but I love the black and white. Now let's take one of those love signs that we took off of the other piece in the previous DIY, and we're going to stick that right on the front. Now I'm going to make a little bow. Y'all know, if you've been here long, I'm not great at bows, but I will try to remember to leave a link in the description box for this bow that I am making. I never have been great at bows, y'all. They look good, but then again, I guess it's the fluffing of the bow maybe that I'm not great at. But anyway, after we get that bow finished, we are going to glue it right to the top of our little envelope there. And now comes the fun part, which is all of the decorating. So I take some moss from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue it along the outside edge of that envelope, just right there in the middle. After I get that finished, I go ahead and take some greenery. I have greenery from everywhere, y'all, so I have no clue where this came from, but I go ahead and take it, and then I just start sticking it in there, not gluing it, because I want to be able to change this out for different seasons. After that, I take some of these heart picks from the Dollar Tree, cut them down, put 2 red ones and 2 white ones in there, and that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, and now it's time for our final DIY number 4. So I took one of these. I saw these blocks at the Dollar Tree, and at first I didn't buy them because I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it, but then I had an idea. So I take these and I pull the heart off, which is really easy to do. Then I take some black and white buffalo check material that I got, again, at the Dollar Tree. I glue that down on the heart, and then I cut it out. I do squash or whatever the glue as it's on there, just so you don't get a bunch of big lines when it dries. Next, I'm going to take those blocks and do 3 good paint coats of white Waverly chalk paint. You can see I have that heart decorated up there in the corner there, but I changed that completely out. I just did not like how that turned out. And when I take all that off, then I just take some white nautical rope from the Dollar Tree and wrap that all the way around the heart. Then I take a little wreath that I had made on a previous project long ago, took it off that project, and decided to put it right there in the middle of the heart. I just glued it down with hot glue. Again, I'm just trying to make all of these cohesive, and I'm a farmhouse girl, so this just turned out perfect. Take some decals that I made that say "the" and "Netheries," put those right on the blocks, and that's it. I love how these turned out. Thanks again so much for watching, y'all. I've had so much fun on this video. Again, thank you to all the hosts and everyone participating in the playlist. Y'all don't forget to check out this playlist. Here's our final reveal. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. You hear?